Hello YouTube and welcome back to the Nitro Addiction. We're going to do a live episode and we're going to get the Truggy cleaned up. Just waiting on some more people to join. How's everybody doing tonight? Thank you for the ones that have joined already. Alright, so this is the Truggy that we've been breaking in the modified Novaracion. It's covered in oil, of course, because we've been running it rich. We're going to strip it down, replace a couple of these exhaust seals, and check to see if there is a exhaust leak. If anybody has any questions about anything on this, ask and I will tell. Who do we have joining us here? And thank you for the like. Dodger Boy, what is up? I definitely don't have as many engines and nitros as you, but I got a few good ones. But you seem to have a massive collection. I'd like to see it someday. What else we got in here? Let's see if I can level this out a little bit. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes, let a few more people join in, and then we'll go through and start cleaning this up. Nope, it's just Dodger Boy now. What brand or kind of Truggy? So this is the Techno NT 48.3. So it is an older model. I don't have any of the 2.0 or the 2.1. All the ones that I have have the MB 48.3 and 0.4, and then I have the NT 48.3. Which the 3 and the 4, they're pretty close to the same. I think the differential, mainly in the rear, is different. One of them's offset and one of them's centered. The radio tray is the same. The fuel tank's the same. The arms are the same. I think the shock towers are the same. But well, now we're down to no viewers, but got a couple of likes out of the deal. So. All right, so I'm gonna get set up and start stripping it down, and we're gonna check out the internals of the engine, see how it looks on the inside after I probably got like maybe 20 tanks in it. Yeah, see how it looks. I think I've got all the tools out that I need. All right, so I'm gonna get this stand out of the way. Lay down a couple of paper towels just to help catch some of the oil. So I got some, as soon as I get my hands on it here, got some new of the small exhaust springs. I'm gonna put a new gasket here because I think I've got a leak here. We'll check out this one. If it's leaking there, we'll go ahead and replace that one as well. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna lower the camera down a little bit. Thanks for the likes, guys. What do we got in the comments here? Still just Dodger Boy. All right. If anybody wants to know anything specific or see anything specific, just let me know. But I'll check the messages every once in a while. I don't have the I don't have the laptop set up with all the good stuff, so I just have to check my phone every once in a while. So if it takes me a minute to get to your comments, just bear with me. We'll get there. So mainly what we're going to do is just I want to take the engine apart, check to see what the insides, how they look, check my idle gap. My filter looks like it's still pretty clean, so I'm not too worried about changing it out, but I'm going to pull the engine exhaust off, wipe off the excess oil, and then we'll strip the engine down and see how it looks on the inside. Appreciate the likes, everybody. Hope everybody's enjoying this nice, beautiful day. I was going to do another running video, but it's storming, so we decided to bring it inside and just do a teardown and see how she looks. Trying to think of something to ramble on about as I'm taking screws and stuff out of this. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Sorry there's no music. I know a lot of these lives have music in them. I don't have any music that I could do that won't get copyrighted, so we're just gonna go musicless on this. Come on, get off there. Let's see, where's my 2.5? I know it's here somewhere. There it is. Hey, YRC, what is up, bro? Just gonna peel this beast apart and get it cleaned up and see what she looks like on the inside. Yeah, the one thing I don't like about these Novarossi exhausts is that the screw is at the end here. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get to. I like the reds and the alpha where they're on the side. It's much easier to get your wrench in there. So, got one more. Nope. Forgot about the air filter screw. 7 people in the house. What's up? If you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Let me know what you think about the live. It's a little different than the first couple of ones I've done where I was actually out running, but had some pretty bad storms come through Nebraska today. So I figured we'd just do a tear down and clean for today. Actually, put this back here. Just want to get some of this excess oil. And actually, then if I don't do this, I'll end up tipping it and spilling nitro fuel everywhere. Yeah, if I'm running it rich, this thing is just covered in oil. For the people who have just joined, in case you're interested, this is the Techno NT 48.3. So we'll set this off to the side. And here is modified Novarossi. I laid down paper towel. I know it's kind of cheap and generic, but I laid that down just for some contrast and to keep the oil off the table. So your LP is screaming, the exhaust is screwed on the side. Screamer exhaust has screws. Oh, yeah, I love it when the screws are on the side. This screw on the end makes it kind of a pain to get to, but it is what it is. And I don't have a spring puller, so we use the trusty needle nose. Spring's still in good shape. I recently purchased these little medium-sized springs because I was only running one spring on here, and I don't know that's necessarily a must, but I like the comfort of knowing that it's got a little more tension on it. Help prevent leaks a little bit better. And this is the original Novarossi rear gasket. Man, the light in here is kind of... There, maybe that's a little better. So this is the original rear gasket that come with this Novarossi. Our main deal, this seems kind of loose. I don't know how tight these are actually like supposed to be, if you're supposed to be able to move it by hand or not. Seems like it's always an issue at that exhaust. So I got a new gasket and some new gasket springs. And these are all ProTech, in case anybody's interested. I don't have the packages anymore to show the part numbers, but let's see here, everybody. What's up, Michael Graham? Thanks for joining. So we're gonna go ahead and replace these. I don't know if it's just because this thing puts out so much power. I wouldn't imagine that it really puts that much force on this part of the exhaust, but it seems like it's always a little loose here. I don't know. Maybe this gasket, it's just, I mean, it seems good. There's no cracks in it, but we're gonna replace it anyways. Let me get a fresh paper towel. I know it's pretty dirty. I need to get get me a what do you call it? The crock pot, and do the old crock pot and antifreeze and cook it, get it cleaned up. So there, hopefully that helps solve our problem of having a loose coupling there. Let's see. Put a little dab of afterburn oil on it. So I tried to find some more of this Habaco. I think this is the first thing of afterburn oil I ever bought. It's well over 10 years old. Still got a little bit left, but we'll put a little dab on here, make it a little easier. So we want this lined up, basically just like that. If I pull this off camera where you guys can't see, I apologize. I'm trying to do everything on camera, make sure you guys can see what's going on. That's gonna be right. Yep. I hear a lot of people talk about the new Reds exhaust that's like a one piece. Some people say it's better because you don't have the problem with it leaking here. I haven't experienced it yet though. I think I saw one video on it. That seems a lot tighter. Maybe that'll help keep it from leaking. See what you guys saying here. Mr. Robinson, how you doing, Hugh? Let's see, I'm gonna scroll back up here and go through. What's up, brother? How you doing, Hugh? I'm doing good. Down in Florida, but it's beautiful down there. It's stormy up here in Omaha. I have that same bottle with my Mayhems. Yeah, and it's just about out. I ended up getting some VP, and it's dark. I don't know much about it. I haven't even used it yet. Yours is 20 years. Yep. Yeah, those One Piece, they say they're pretty nice. I've only seen like one video. Of course, you're not going to have that leak point. Probably don't have, I mean, you can tell by looking at it, you're not going to have all the options because you can put, different headers on here for different torque, higher speed, whatever the case is, mid-range. Excuse me. So, for each exhaust combination you want to do with the header, you would have to buy a whole new piece for it. So, it sounds like it's got its pros and cons. But, let's see what else we got. Awesome. Hell yeah, VP should be good. Usually make good products. Yeah, I just started using it. I don't know for sure. We're gonna find out. But all right, let's set this stuff aside. Don't need these. All right. This thing's covered in oil. Filter still looks pretty clean. I've only been driving it on roads, so there's no reason for it to really get dirty. So I'm not worried about changing it. I mean, it's still got a good clean filter in there with some oil on it, so we'll just leave that as is. I see some people running those little rubber hoses coming off their exhaust doing break-ins. I'm gonna have to start investing into that because, when you run it rich like that, oil goes everywhere. It's really annoying. But, alright, for everybody that just joined, welcome to the live. Hope everybody's enjoying. Everybody's getting to burn some nitro. Having a good time. For today, we're basically just gonna peel this apart, see what the inside looks like after about 20 tanks. Get my flathead screwdriver. Got a nice good seal. It should be pretty clean in here. I think it's hard to, I don't have very good lighting. I don't know if I can get it to where you guys can see in there. Yeah, probably not. Last time I tried zooming in during a live, it looked like a disco. I think I made a couple people dizzy, so I'm not going to worry about zooming in, but if anybody specifically wants to see something that they can't see, let me know. I'll do my best to get it on camera. Let's see. Hugh says, "True, you would have to buy the whole unit to change your power band." Exactly. And then dirt sticks to everything, right with the oil. Yeah, it sucks getting oil all over it. It's good having the extra oil inside to help keep it lubricated, but as far as keeping things clean, it makes it a pain in the butt. All right. Again, guys, sorry it's so quiet. I wish I had something playing in the background, but when you play music, you get copyrighted. I don't even think you have to be monetized making money to get copyrighted on that stuff. I don't need YouTube flagging me. So, hope everybody enjoys it anyways. I'll try to keep rambling about nothing just to make some noise while we're taking this apart. And again, if anybody has any questions, ask, and I will answer what I can. Let's see, and you get to clean it back up. Yes, Hugh, I love nitros. Even though we got to clean it and it's a mess. Love the sound of it, love the smell of it, love the process. Hey, what's up, everyone from SoCal? What's up, Dodger Boy? Did someone say LRP? I had one, and I'll do a video on it one day. It didn't turn out too well for me. I don't know exactly what happened with it, other than the fact that I think I got a ramp. I got a video from years back. Didn't get many views on it. The thumbnail was a picture of a huge ramp, and I was jumping my my 5.9, my Savage XL 5.9 on it, and I had that LRP 32 on it, and then it started running real lean, like it had an air leak in it, and I searched and searched and searched, and then one day I took it apart, and the block down here had a big old crack in it, and I was pretty pissed. And of course now I can't find any blocks or crank the case, whatever you want to call it, the engine block. Okay, and just for reference, everybody knows dots are in the back. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I'm going to try this. Oh, that's too much. Right there. All right, hope that helps. But yeah, I come down off that ramp and landed my Savage XL upside down, and I'm pretty sure that's what what broke, what cracked my engine block. So yeah, that's what the button looks like after about 20 gallons. Man, that lighting is crap. Hope everybody can see all right. If anybody's having trouble seeing, let me know. I'll see what I can do about the lighting. Let's see. What kind of tires? What, on my Techno? Dutchman says my first only Truggy is Hot Bodies Racing 817. Here, those are really good. I never did get a Hot Bodies, but I wouldn't mind. How much did you pay or buy it for? Are you talking? I'm sorry. What are you talking about? The LRP, this engine, my Truggy. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see that color. So not too hot, not too rich, I'd say. Work hard, play hard. Yeah. Let's see. Let me take off this back plate first. Almost forgot about it. Here, I'll be right back, guys. It's getting warm in here. I gotta turn my air up. Let's see. Very nice. That button looked good. Yep, I think so. Thank you for the comment. I just been in the RC Nitro hobby for 2 years, 7 months. Yeah, Dodger Boy, and you have how many nitros? How many LRP engines? Like 30 something? You have 40 RC nitros and 30 extra spare engines. Man, I'm sorry, but I thought I had a problem. But no, that the nitro addiction is a good problem to have. I like to say, work hard, play hard. Hugh Robinson says, "Nice, Dodger." Oh, I keep wanting to pop out the sleeve, but I still need to take this off. So if you guys haven't hit that like button yet, please do so. If you're enjoying the live, let me know. If I need to do something different, let me know. I'm still kind of new at this part. Take all the tips that I can get. If the weather's good tomorrow, I'm going to try and get out and do another live, trying to get this thing tuned, and I think I'm going to take my buggy out as well with the Reds R5R in it. If anybody's interested. Chino, what is up, buddy? Hell yeah. That was awful nice what you did for Crazy Dad. He seemed pretty appreciative of that big ass Losi. Chino, the king of buying and finding great RC deals. Yes, he is. Seems like if there's something out there that's a good deal on a nitro, Chino's gonna find it for sure. All right, so got my piston up. RC Addict, what is up, brother? The RC Addict is hanging out with the Nitro Addict, with all the Nitro Addicts. That's what we are here, is a bunch of Nitro Addicts. Hell yeah, thanks for joining, guys. Let's see here. All right, so now, see how easy this sleeve will come out. Oh, nice. Came right up out of there. Oh, I can even pull it out with my fingers. That does not happen very often with these things. Let's see. Hello, Molds. How's it going, Molds? Didn't even see you popping in there. Man, up to 11 likes. Hell yeah, guys. Appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Ooh, that's a nice looking ring around there. All right, guys. Camera's going to get shaky here a little bit. I'm going to pull the camera off the tripod and get everybody over here to the light. Check out the inside of the sleeve. So I don't know if you've seen a few videos a while back. I was looking at the inside of another engine that I was working on breaking in, and give Tasty B all the credit in the world for this because he's the one that mentioned it. Where's it at? Trying to get in there and see that ring. I don't know if you guys see that shiny ring in there. Yeah, well, Tasty B, God, I hope I'm saying the right person. It was either him or King's Racing. There's so many different channels. That's a racer or pro air filter setup. You see the ring, Hugh? Yeah, it's good shiny ring in there. So I would say we have completed the break-in. Now we just need to get a good tune on it without burning it up. So I'm gonna get you guys back on the tripod here so I can use my hands. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, so bear with me if it turns into a disco. So now we'll get the piston out of here. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's kind of a purple tint there on the crank, or on the rod. I don't know how well the lighting is in this camera, but that is cool. And then you can kind of see around the top of this where it is all shiny from doing the polishing with the sleeve. So now I just want to check see. I mean, I'm not gonna crank it in there. That's as far up as I can push it without putting a stupid amount of force on it. So we still got a really good pinch. I mean, we should have after only 20 tanks, but just kind of showing you guys what I see in there. Always set it to bottom dead center when you shut it off. And should keep that pinch in there for quite some time. Try to make sure there's no dirt stuck in these ports. All right, guys. Sorry I zoomed into nothing. All right, the disc goes back. All right, let's see. So yeah, it's pretty clean. Not a lot of debris, or no debris. And then hope everybody had a chance to see that ring in there. If anybody missed it, wants me to, let me see, I wish I had some more light. Hey, there we go, we get the reflection off the paper towel. You can kind of see it that way too. Got the ring down here at the bottom of it. So that is the polishing ring. It's where the piston and the sleeve become one, I guess you could say. All right. Probably not going to go through the hassle of taking all this apart. I'm not too worried about the crank. I mean, it just looks like a normal crank down in there. Still pretty clean. May have a few little tiny rust spots in it from way back when. Once the engine would warm up, it would lose compression. Okay, Hugh says, I found out the hard way about putting your piston at the bottom dead center. I messed the engine up in my very beginning. Yeah, I'm sure I did too. Luckily, all my early stuff was RTR. But now that I feel more comfortable, like I have a better understanding, even though I'm struggling with tuning this, I have a better understanding of nitro engines and how to take care of them. So a little more comfortable with it. But yeah, we all mess things up in the beginning. Wish I had a better light up here. Let me see something here real quick. Yeah, that helps out a little bit. Let's see. Sorry, hard way. Yep, haywire. Check down the carb hole. It's good to check for scratches around the crank. See anything that raises an eyebrow there, haywire? Like that's just like a little oil port or something right in the middle of it. I think that's what that is. Nope, that would be that'd be just like a little speck of tarnish in the metal. Here, I'll get down here in the better light. Take this off of the tripod again. Alright, let's see. See, looks normal. You can see deep lines when sand gets in an engine. Yeah, I've had that before as well. Come on now. You know, I got an engine that I'll pull up here in just a second and show you guys some damage that had happened during one of my runs. Yeah, I mean, as far as I could tell, looks pretty smooth. Still spins. Still spins good and smooth. I don't hear or feel any crunchy. So that's always a good thing. Here, I'm gonna... Oh, I sacrifice furniture for RCs. Down here in this box. Oh, where's that? Alright. See, there's that. Here's my old LRP. I tried to put some JB weld on it. Didn't work. Still got an air leak. I need to find a, I was thinking maybe if I found a crankcase, but inside the piston's all pitted up. Hell yeah, who needs anything but a blow-up mattress? I've actually got like it's a foam, it's just like a thick piece of foam. It's like a queen size, something that you'd put on top of bed, kind of like a thick foam topper or something. But yeah, I had the maintenance guy come over and fix something. He goes, I see you sacrificed all your furniture for RCs. Yep, that's all a man needs is RCs. So, is that block similar to a mock block? Are you talking about the LRP or that one? Oh, wrong one. So, this broke my heart. When I got that Truggy, it came with a Works. Yeah, the LRP. I'm not for sure. I think, was it LRP, SH, Dynamite? I think a lot of those are made by the same company. The Bug 404 was talking about it in one of his videos. He's way smarter about that shit than I am, so I'm not going to try and answer it. But yeah, so this came with my Truggy. I had a guy I mentioned in one of my videos about if you don't Loctite these head screws, it can come out and then shit gets in there and you can damage your engine. He's like, well, I highly doubt that because it's not going to run without it. I get that, but when you don't realize that your cooling head has come loose and you keep pulling it over trying to start it up and it came loose and a bunch of shit got inside. Yeah, that was probably one of the worst days of my RC life. I was not very happy when this Works B5 took a shit. And that's when I decided to get the Novarossi. But so see, let's see, I can't get it to turn. It's seized up. It's gummed up, not locked up or anything. It's just gummed up. See if I can get it to zoom in. You see that chunk down on the bottom side of that piston? Like I don't know for sure. I'm assuming some dirt had gotten in there as it was running, came loose, died. I tried to start it. Shit was probably in there. If I would have realized that, I mean, that head was so loose on it, like it was, I could literally do this. So like it had a big, had plenty of space in there for shit to get inside there. I was so pissed, heartbroken. Like you could see that chunk there. This is a damn good engine. Once I finally got it tuned in, and you can go back on my videos about 4 to 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago is when I got this. I don't remember, but there's a 4-year break in my videos, and just keep scrolling through. If you're really interested, you'll see this running. Man, I was mad. Almost kind of deterred me out of the hobby. This thing had plenty of life left in it, but I decided to keep going. So if anybody says don't worry about your cooling head screws coming loose, blah blah blah, I did it. my shit came loose, tore it up. Crazy Nitro, what's up, brother? How's everyone doing? Hope everyone has a positive, blessed day. How is Nitro Addiction? It's a beautiful day, brother. Talking about old sad memories and checking out my Nova Rossi. Looking at my freshly broken in sleeve. Everything's looking good on it. I need to scroll back up here and see what you guys are saying. Let's see. I can send you one of my Mox 26 blocks to try if you like. Sure, man. After this, we can exchange emails if you like. It doesn't matter to me. If it doesn't work, I don't have any other parts for it, but send me an email. That'd be cool. Let's see. I mean, I'll try anything. I'm not going to ask for stuff, but if anybody wants to donate anything, for the channel, I'll, wow, man, that's some damage. Yeah, broke my heart, dude. Can you put a piston in the sleeve to bring it back to life? I looked for a piston in the sleeve. There's nothing wrong with this block. Everything on this is good. Hell, even the sleeve's still pretty decent. I just need a piston and a head button. I've searched and couldn't find it, so I need to find something. I'm surprised it started like that. My piston and button looked exactly like that. My starting pin exploded, my 3.3. Yeah, it didn't start after that. So I was running in a field and it died on me. It sounded kind of weird. It was like a whoa, it just had like an odd sound to it. And I was like, that sounds weird. And I just, like a dumbass, thought that, something was wrong with the tune or something. I don't know. I wasn't really 100% sure. And then I put it on the starter box and tried firing it up, and so it's spinning and cranking, and there's crud inside there, and it just damaged the shit out of it. But I couldn't get it to run. If I said that, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Wasn't trying to say that I got it to run, but yeah. So when that shit out on me, that's when I ended up getting this guy. Let's see. Gina says, "What's up, Crazy Dad?" Everybody's saying hi to Crazy Dad. Happy late birthday, brother. If it doesn't work, toss it. All right, Hugh. Yeah, we'll hook up some point after this and exchange emails and stuff. And yeah, if you want to send it, I'll see what I can do to get it to work. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Maybe I can find parts. Maybe not. Glad to see everybody's in here commenting, getting along, hanging out. I'd polish the head and top of the piston and see if it fires. Also check piston skirts. I bet those see cracks, which is why it doesn't start. Yeah, it's a good possibility. It's Chino says, I've seen that big ass low C MTX though. Those are rare, Crazy Dad. Yeah, that was a pretty cool low C you got there, bud. Let's see. Yeah, the only thing about it, Haywire, is that little chip. Like, I've taken it apart and looked at it, and that little chip, it's like a little chunk taken out of the side of it. And being that all the the where the compression is made up between the the piston and the sleeve, most of that comes at that top, and it's kind of tapered. I don't think it'll hold compression with that. So, but yeah, sad day. Come on, damn it. Get in there. Oh, there we go. I gotta get it under the light if I want light in there. Yeah, and I don't know if maybe my glow plug blew up on that, or I don't know. Don't know. Oh, Crazy says, I know very rare. I say everything in life, we gotta take life one day at a time and live it like it like it to last. We'll get through all the crazy world together, guys. Woo! Ah, shit. Crazy Dad, you're funny, brother. Sorry I'm not running and making a bunch of nitro noise and some good therapy today, but we are dissecting the Nova Rossi here. So, let's see. So I'm gonna get the trash engine out of the way. That out of the way. If anybody comes across a Works B5 piston sleeve head button, let me know. I am interested. I would like to rebuild that engine. I think it's a 5.2, 5-port with the two booster ports on it. if I'm not mistaken. But it's been probably 5 years since I've looked at it. But yeah, so I said it's a good looking button. But yeah, hopefully replacing this gasket here helps. I swear, it seemed like it had a like an air, at least a small air leak in it. Because there's no way that I was lean enough for it to start that high revs like you get whenever you got an air leak. So, and this is where my original air leak in it was. I noticed a bunch of fuel down here. Chris said, "Hey, this is therapy. Communicating helps us keep healthy minds." Yes, sir. Let's see, what's that? Running nice and clean. Oh yeah, on that button. Oh yeah. I was worried that it seemed like I had it a little warm a couple times. I was worried that it was going to show some signs of being hot, but it looks good. Not a whole lot of black to it. Not a whole lot of burnt. Just a nice clean golden color, I guess you could say. All right, I'm gonna go to the sink real quick and hit this with some WD-40. Take you guys with. This is weird, never taken a camera around the house before. All right, big old can of WD-40. In case anybody out there don't know what it means, water displacement 40th try. Can you imagine if it took them 2 tries? WD-2 or WD-100? It's crazy it landed on 40 and not, 37 or 45. Let's see. Haywire. The exhaust leaks will cause tank to not pressure properly. Yeah. And then they do that, and then of course it's not getting the fuel that it needs, so then it gets that, then it gets all leaned out. And sorry, I had to go get a paper towel. Yeah, I didn't see any crud in there. I just wanted to make sure. Those are just little bubbles from the WD-40. I'm gonna spray out the engine as well. I'll be right back. Let's see. WD gave up. Old school's in the house. I don't think I've ever seen you here before. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the channel. If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell. Get notified every time we pop up one of these lives. So give it a nice little little spray down in there. Make sure there's no dirt from taking it apart. Let's see what we got going here. That's funny. WD gave up. That would be funny after like 100 tries. It just, yep. WD gave up, but here we are. WD-40 actually started life as a cleaner, not a lubricant. It's funny you say that. Years back, I was cleaning out a air filter for Nitro. A buddy of mine. I built this truck. It's in my videos as well. It was a nice Savage. Put a lot of money into it, and purple, all that good shit. He let it sit for a while, and when I went to clean up the air filter and recoat it, it was real gummy and sticky. And I did Dawn like 4 or 5 times, and then finally I hit it with the WD-40, and it came right out. So yeah, it's a good degreaser. It's a good water displacement. It's not really a good lubricant, but it will help lubricate. You just don't want to use it and rely on it as a lubricant. But yeah, great degreaser. Good point, Hugh. I didn't know that's what it was originally brought out as. I just thought it was something for water displacement, for just to keep metals from seizing up and stuff like that. But good piece of history, good knowledge. Let's see what else we got here. Just welcome to the community. Nice life. Hey, thanks, Crazy Dad. I appreciate that. Like I said, not as exciting as running a nitro and doing a break-in, all the noise and craziness, but just as fun nevertheless. All right, guys, I'm covered in WD-40. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I'll be right back. While I'm thinking about it, check this guy out. This is that buggy I got in that, damn it. Sorry guys, I'm trying to zoom out. Work with me here. Close enough. This is that buggy that I got in that eBay deal. Had the Joker body. So it's all cleaned up. Ready to go. I just kind of threw that engine in. I may try running it with that, not for sure, but put a new gas tank in it. Had to get a new exhaust wire for it. Pretty much everything else is, for the most part, stock. I don't know if you guys remember, but when I got it, this little, let me hold it up here. This switch was actually screwed in over here, and they drilled a new hole in or whatever, so I replaced these pieces, plus this had a hole for the wire to charge the battery. So, but had to get a new aluminum steering horn. I couldn't find any color other than blue that was 25 tooth on this one. So I think Woogie had commented and suggested the, I think it's M2C. They didn't have any, not that fit this, so. Let's see. All Aspects, what's up, brother? Glad you could join. Let's see. So for everybody just joining, basically we tore down the Nova Rossi. Show you guys again. Just checking on the ring. The polishing ring that is created during the break-in process. Looks like it's connected all the way around and had a good break-in on it, so I'm happy with it. So now, yeah, I mean the piston looks good. It's got nice color to it. Man, it doesn't look. Video doesn't look very good zoomed out that far. Whoa, sorry guys. There we go, that's better. Let's see. So there's a piston. See the top edge of it where it's been polishing with the sleeve. So we'll get a little bit of oil on the piston. Get it coated up real nice. Make sure our sleeve is going towards the back. For some reason I struggle getting these damn connecting rods to work with me. I see a lot of people use needle nose, and I don't usually like to. Gotta be real gentle. Don't want to mar it up or nothing. All right, that's in there. WD-40 everywhere. And brake after run oil. All right, so now we'll add a little dab of after run oil to our sleeve. Helps get it in there a little bit easier. Here, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna scoot this camera over. There we go. Hope that's better. Let's see, is anybody saying anything? Anyone ever use Torque? CB? Guy at my work says it's better than PB Blast and WD-40. I've heard of it, but I've never used it. Also cleans parts well. Never used it, I'm gonna look it up. Oh, thanks, Hugh. Yeah, all I gotta do for that buggy is get 2 servos. Probably go with the Savox. Once I get those in there, I have 2 receivers. I'm gonna end up getting a 3rd one, but for now I'll probably just swap between the 2. It's $70 a piece. It's hard to just go buy receivers anytime I want, especially when I gotta get those servos. Them things are about $80 a piece. Actually, it was, so that last one I got was $99, and then it had 25% off. Hopefully I can find 2 more like that. That's $75 a piece. I mean, pricey, but you know, you get what you pay for. So, all right. Now we'll add just another dab of oil in there. Let's see if you guys can see. So my old piston and sleeve with this, one of the reasons that I got worried about using it was it was starting to get some play where the connecting rod connects to that pin. Let's see if we got enough light up here. I mean, it's got a little tiny bit of play, but not enough that I'm worried about it. The best part about it is when I got this piston and sleeve, I also found a connecting rod for it. So I figured once I'm done with the break-in on this, I'm gonna go ahead and switch that out. So I have a clean, fresh connecting rod on it. You know, it'll all be broke in, not as much stress on it. So now we'll wipe this off. And again, sorry guys for being so quiet and not having music on it. I know a lot of the cool channels put some music on while they're doing shit. I don't have anything other than the radio, and I'm not gonna turn on the radio. So put a little dab of oil on here, so the O-ring gets a nice, good seal. Pistons up, skirts clear, so because this is an interference engine. Let's see, what are you guys saying on here? Oh, you use the Hobbyco? I was looking for more. I couldn't find it. I'll show you guys what I did find. See if anybody else has used this and what you guys think. So, I found this VP Pro after run oil, and it's dark. I don't know much about it. Hoping it's good, but haven't started using it yet. One thing I need to get better at is engine rebuilds, so I appreciate this live. Well, thanks, brother. I found out a long time ago that, you know, it's like if I never touched my engines, they always just kept they'd start running worse and worse, like things were loosening on them, need to be retightened, cleaned, whatever. So I started pulling them apart, making sure, you know, get them cleaned out real good so that You know, the less dirt you have on them, the cooler they're going to run, you know, or maintain their temperature anyways. So yeah, I got in the habit of it a long time ago. Take engines apart all the time. Let's see, just do it how you feel, bro. No music needed. Awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. Let's see. I found it on eBay. Which one? You talking about this one? Aspects? The Hobbico? I looked on eBay and couldn't find it. I found the VP Pro on eBay. I see a lot of people say that you don't need Loctite on a lot of these screws. I even seen yeah, okay. I get you, Aspects. I wish I could find it. I looked for it. I couldn't find it anywhere. Let's see. That's all that matters is you're happy, nothing to be sorry for. We all love your vids and shorts and lives. Awesome, bro. Always on the way in. Oh, thumbs up, always on the way in. Let's all go. Make sure we smash the like button. Thank you, Crazy Dad. I do appreciate that. I'm glad you guys enjoy it because, you know, I started making the videos so that I could watch my stuff, and also I was doing it for my dad. Hopefully it's not hard to get now. Hey man, if you find it, let me know because I'm gonna want to order some of it. I like that stuff. This is okay, but I opened it up and it kind of stinks. It's almost like motor oil. It's almost like they took motor oil, like dirty old motor oil, and filled up a bottle with it. Yeah, I'm glad everybody's enjoying. If there's anything you guys want to see or man, that thing's on there tight. Ask about anything, just let me know. I'll do my best to answer what you guys got. Man, it smells like, I don't know, almost like marine grease or something. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, sorry, I'm not even on camera. That shit looks like honey. But yeah, VP Pro after run oil. Check to see if it's sticky. I haven't used it. I haven't seen any reviews on it. I don't know. Oh, I mean, it feels the same. Like it doesn't. It's not tacky. It's not like some of that nasty shit out there. So, oh, hopefully it's just as good as that Hobbico. I mean, hell, that bottle's lasted me way over 10 years now. I think that's the only bottle I'd ever bought, and had to have been back in like 07 at least. Let's see. All Aspects says, bro, you need Loctite. I didn't Loctite the rear end of my Savage. Hit a jump. Shit came off midair. Always Loctite. Oh, I know, bro. I always do. But I've seen people in videos saying, you know, don't Loctite your cooling head screws. I always do. You know, knock on wood, so far I haven't gotten them stuck in there and couldn't get them out. I'd rather take the chance with some Loctite than for it to come out, because All Aspects, I don't know if you were here a minute ago, but I had an engine where the cooling head had come loose and basically destroyed the inside of my engine because it was sucking shit in. Bro, your vids are good or we wouldn't be here. Yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate it. No, I do appreciate everybody coming in. Appreciate all the nice comments. You know, there's an easier way of putting Loctite on this. Just bypass the screw altogether and go straight to the hole. Oh, sorry guys, I don't even have the shit on camera. Yeah, sometimes them little tiny screws, I don't even bother putting it on the screw. Oh, I could feel it actually catch that piston skirt. Good thing I wasn't pushing hard. Yeah, I was watching a video of Nitro Todd or Nitro Talk with Todd, I think it is, and he was showing one of his Novarossis, and he was talking about how some of these are made in Italy, and some of them say this side up. This one's made in Italy. I don't know all the differences, but what is up, Chris? Thanks for joining. Glad to have you here. Let's see. Haywire says, I never Loctite any engine bolts. It's risky with the heat and stuff. I've had them come loose, so I always do. I started that a long time ago. Chris says, got the same after run here in the UK, buddy. 2 drops in the plug after a run. You're good to go next time. Awesome. You're talking about the VP Pro, Chris? The darker stuff? Is that what you're talking about? Excuse me, guys. Sorry. All aspects says I haven't done an engine only because my hands ain't that fucking steady. Dude, I don't know if you could see it, but it's like I look good and steady, but when I get close to putting that screw in, I start doing this, and so I have to put my fingers on there and steady myself. I don't know what it is. Good thing I'm not a doctor. I'm an electrician, so a lot of stuff I do is with, small hardware and screwdrivers and stuff, and yeah, just over the years, got to where I got shaky with it, and I don't know what it is. Like, I'm mostly steady. I mean, I'm good to go, but I start trying to work on something, and I even have trouble with trying to tune the carburetor. My screwdriver get real close to it, and all of a sudden I just start shaking like a freaking vibrator. All right. So watch this. Like I'm good until I get at the screw. Hey, now that I'm trying to show you, it actually goes in pretty smooth. Oh, my hand's in the way. Sorry, guys. Yeah, I think EJK or EKJ 2400 or 24,000. Sorry, I get the names all mixed up, but he did a video recently talking about Loctiting your engine bolts. Especially if you're doing a long race, they'll vibrate right out. Some people have luck not doing it. I've had bad luck not doing it, so I Loctite everything. Give these a good crank. All right, so the back plate is on there good. What are you guys saying here? Let's see, who says, I use blue Loctite on mine. Yep, mine's blue. You're doing great. I'm just trying to clear out a spot for my new. Yeah, that thing is a monster. Good luck clearing out space for that. Chris says, yeah. Again, Crazy Dad says, you're doing great. Appreciate it, bro. I'm glad everybody's enjoying. Let's see. LOL, right? Yep. All aspects. Let's see. Chris says, yo, Crazy Dad. How's it going, buddy? I was just making my tea and toast before bed. Tea and toast. Tea's got caffeine in it. You really drink tea before bed? I mean, I've done coffee before, but not if I got to get up early. But tea naturally has some caffeine in it. See, Hugh says, I'm steady until I try, then I shake like a leaf. I know, brother. It's like you're good going in, and you get close, and the body says, oh no, we're almost there. See, Chris says, just gone midnight here. You guys need to stream earlier. I know, bro, I'm sorry. I get off at 3. I barely have time to get started by 5, so, I get off, about 3 o'clock, so. I'm sorry, man, but the videos always post afterwards, so you can always watch the full video later on. 7 p.m. here on the R. What does on the R mean? Yes, sir. Stay positive, my friend. 7 p.m. here on the East Coast of the U.S. Yeah, I'm in the Central in Omaha, Nebraska right now. Here's our head button. It's good and clean. It's got the shims on it. The 3 dots were in the back, so we're going to keep them in the back. But again, I'm going to do my... This is how I always Loctite my screws in. At least on the engine anyways. Like if I'm going to put the screw through something like a cooling head and potential to lose all that Loctite before it gets in there, I'll just put it directly in the hole. Just put it on the threads, and that way you know it's getting in there. Let's see, what are we saying here? He's C. Sorry, Hugh, I'm not for sure what you mean by he is C. Unless you're talking about me being in Central Time. Sometimes I forget that I gotta get my damn hands out of the way. Come on, get in there. There it is. Couldn't find the slot. That's one thing bad about the flathead screws is sometimes it's hard to find the slot to get your screwdriver in there. Let's see, what do we got going on in the comments? Sorry, my comment kicked out before I could finish typing. I want to throw my phone. Don't do that, then you can't watch. Try and get in a position where you guys can see and I can actually do the work. Let's see what we're saying here. Central Time Zone. Yes. I thought that's what you were saying. You guys can probably even see the screw head down in there. Alright, make them all good and snug. Come on. So I don't know how many of you guys watch, I think it's Invisible Speed. Was it JQ or something like that, his channel? He did a video on tuning, and I kind of forgot all about it when I did that live, but he was saying to, go ahead and set your idle gap to a 0.5. Man, this light sucks. Even if I wanted to show you guys, I can't, because I can't even show myself. So what we're going to do is try and get this idle gap set to a 0.5 before we even put it on the engine. Let's see if I can get you guys down here where you can see it. Nice, we're up to 19 likes. Appreciate it, guys. Let's see, off topic, but do any of you guys do ham radio? I've never really messed with it. Maybe as a kid, like, you know, had some teachers that talked about it in school, but I never really messed with it. He says, I don't, sir, Chris. I started 2 years ago, got married, had kids, and forgot all about it. 2 years ago or 20 years ago? I don't think you got married and had kids 2 years ago, Hugh. I could be wrong, though. Freaking phone I started years ago. Or maybe you're trying to say I started 2 years ago. I got you. Like, T.O. Come on, I want to see the idle gap. Let's see here. Man. This light is not a very good light. Just want to get in there and see the idle gap. Sorry for making you guys dizzy. I'm trying to... Sometimes you gotta zoom the phone in if you want to see in close. Oh, hey, there we go. Nice, it worked. I think that's pretty close to a 0.5. What do you guys think? Yeah, same here for many years. Started back up during lockdown. 160 countries so far. Nice. It's nice, brother. I was able to talk somewhere in Africa one time, and I could never get it again. I didn't have a great base. Yeah, ham radio, it reaches out quite a ways if you got the right equipment. So, hell yeah. All right, guys. Now that we got our idle gap set. Put a little dab of oil on here just to help get it in the hole. Help give that O-ring a seal too. It's got an O-ring there around the base. Go. Carburetors on are good and tight. So the spring's strong enough to pull this back, but it seems like when it's hooked up to the servo won't let it go very easy. What is that? What has that been rubbing on? Huh. If you guys can see that. See that war spot right there? Come on, focus with some light. I'll zoom in on it again. Can almost see it. There we go. So it's got that wear spot. Almost like that's been rubbing on my drive shaft or something. I don't know. That's weird. Never noticed that before. All right, so I got that screwed tight. Everything's in place, locked tight. I got my carb gap set. Air filter is still pretty clean. Hardly any dirt on it. Doesn't look like there's much oil on it, but I soaked it pretty good. Like, see it on my thumb. Oh hell, I'm sorry guys. Didn't realize we were still zoomed in like that. Shit. There we go. Okay. So there's the air filter. Still pretty clean. And I don't redo the zip tie on it every time. I find that if you just have it on there somewhat tight, it keeps it locked in pretty good. Haven't really had any issues with that. I don't know if anybody else has, but I don't want to have to cut that off and re-zip tie it on every time. Let's see. What's in for returns? Well, I mean, the return spring is hooked on up here, and that wear spot's down here on the bottom. Here, I'm gonna pull the camera off. Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Make you guys all dizzy. So, let's see the way this sits. Really not 100% sure. Let's see. Maybe rubbing on that brake disc. That's a good possibility. Not 100% sure. This is the lightened aluminum center drive shaft. Like you could, it is. I mean, it's light. It feels like it would just break. Let's see. Okay, gotcha. I was just thinking. Yeah, I'm not for sure. I never noticed that before. I mean, oh, that could have even been something from the factory, I guess. You know, something had to be rubbing on it. I bet it was that disc brake. I can't. It's hard to say. When I get it all put in there, have to do some testing on it. See what we got going. All right. Let's see. So this is all back together. Now we'll get the exhaust on. See, what do you guys think? Keep the original gasket on here. I mean, I don't see any cracks on it. It's not dried out. It's still, you know, it's still got some play in it. I don't know if there's just a certain time frame where you should change these out, or if it's not, doesn't have any cracks in it, it's good, or, you know, like it's not dried up, it's not tearing apart. You guys got any thoughts on that? I got extra gaskets if you think I should put one in it, but I mean, I've never noticed it in like an abundance of oil back here. But I guess when I put it on there, it does seems like it could be a little loose. I'm gonna go ahead and change it out anyways. Yeah, this is man, light in here sucks. This is the original Novarossi gasket that come with it. As long as it's not gooey or real greasy, relaxing feeling, makes sense. If it's still nice, kind of firm. Yeah, I'm gonna hang on to it. But while I got this thing apart, I'm gonna go ahead and put a new one on it. That way, when we go out and try to do another live on it, hopefully we don't have any air leaks and we can get it tuned in properly. So I got another set of springs for these guys, and then I said, hell with it. I'm buying 3 packs. These are the Protex. Yes, I'm using a razor blade. They don't let me use them at work because they're afraid we're going to hurt ourselves, so I use it at home as much as possible. Sorry if my phone's making funky noises. I got somebody trying to send me a text. They're just gonna have to wait because you guys are more important. Let's see. Who is that? Ted Spurgeon. Welcome to the live. If you like the content, be sure to hit the like button and give me a subscribe, and then you'll be notified whenever we do more of these. I always need them little mid connector springs. Yeah, I know. I should have bought them way sooner. It's like I got a few of them running around, but they start getting kind of stretched out and loose. So, especially since I'm having so much trouble with tuning this particular engine, I'm just going to change them out and have a fresh start. I think that was part of my problem where it was starting to rev up and sound leaned out. Because this was a little bit loose, and now like I can't flex it at all. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but there's no play in it at all. So we'll go ahead and put, it's good and clean, no problems there. We'll put a dab of oil on here. See, maybe if I zoom back in a little bit. Oh, no, not that much. There we go. Stay right there. All right. Let's see. Did you see my new toy? Everybody saw your new toy. It's a beautiful toy too, Nitro, Crazy Dad. Can't wait to see you run it. One of these days I'm gonna get one. They're just, man, they're a lot of money and they're so noisy. I always have to go somewhere to run it, and I don't always have a chance to go places, so tend to take my chances with the Nitro. But I can't wait to see you running it. It'd be neat to see you do it on a live. So we got that little oil on there. Slides on nice and easy. Yeah, one of my recent purchases was these little medium springs. So they hook into this little tit right here. I might have to put it on there first. All right, this thing wants to fight with me. Try and get in position here. You guys can see. Whew. I thought that thing shot off of there. Nope, got it hooked. That was kind of a pain in the ass. Where's my other one? There it is. Cool. Alright, so there that is. Got 2 medium springs on there. That was a hell of a fight. Yeah, I think making sure you got adequate springs on here is one of the keys. For the longest time I just had the the single spring on there. I'm assuming as much pressure as these things put out, always better to have more. All right. Now we got that on. I'm gonna zoom back out because I think we're just about ready to put this back in the Truggy. Let's see, we got any new people in here that I need to say hi to? Raw RC, what is up, buddy? Glad you could make it. Just noticed you in there. What's up, guys? What's going on here? Oh, so basically I pulled the Novarossi out of the Truggy, took it apart. Now I've put it back together. We were just looking at the insides of it. I will post this whenever it's ready. You'll be able to go back through and watch the whole video if you're interested. I'm about to get the Truggy cleaned up and get this put back in, but I wanted to make sure if I had any air leaks, I got them taken care of. So the main thing was replacing this gasket and these springs, so that's all new. I put a new gasket in here, and I've had these springs, and then I made sure that my carb gap was set roughly about 0.5 millimeter. I don't have a tool to check it, so let's see. Yes, you're 100% correct, Nitro. Oh, what with the springs? It's been a minute since I looked at the comments, so I'm not 100% sure. Still need to bring the USA 1 up too, Ray. I want to see the USA 1 in action. It's been a while. Glad you enjoy it, Raw. Man, I love your Savages, dude. One of these days, here, I was showing everybody earlier. I traded in my furniture for RCs. Oh, and I just took my toolbox over, so trying to get it zoomed out here. There we go. And toolbox. All right. So I've got some old videos with this guy in it. It's pretty much whole. Needs some servos, receiver in it. Need to fix the throttle linkage stuff. There's my XL. Yeah, one of these days. Right now I don't have any engines or pull cords. I mean, hell, I've got that engine's a bump start, Red's R5R. There's two Reds there that are bump starts. This is a pull cord, but it's only a 21 and it's getting worn out. That's going to be my next project. Then I've got that Dragon. Got that. They're all bump box. I got videos of this. I need to do more tanks on this. I've just been working on trying to spread things out, so I'm not doing everything all together, some like a bunch of times in a row. This one still needs to be broken in. It's got the brand new piston and sleeve in it. And then this here's an arrow. Came with that. It actually came with this. In that eBay deal that I got. Let's see. What's up, y'all? Nitro RC Electrics. What is up, buddy? How you doing? Nitro Addicts all in the house. Let's see. Yes, with the springs and the air leak situation. Yes, sir. Yes, Crazy Dad. And like I said, that blue gasket was the original. I didn't really see much wrong with it, but it's kind of loose, so I'm assuming it was just ready to be changed out. I think that's been part of my problem. So sorry for all the bouncing around, guys. Just wanted to show you what we had going. I seem okay. Thanks, Crazy Dad. Hope you're well. Yeah, so like I was just telling everybody, Nitro RC. Main point of this video was to change out this gasket and these springs. I went ahead and put a new gasket here. Took this all apart just to check out the internals, see how it looked. Looks pretty clean in there. Has a nice ring around it from the polishing. Jason Bradley, what is up, buddy? Hey, thanks for joining, man. Sorry if I'm starting to sound stuffy. Allergies are kicking my ass. Use a little bit of nose spray, trying to get the airways opened up. But anyways, so engine's all back together. Now we're ready to see what kind of cleaning we need to do on the Truggy, covered in oil. So yeah, guys, if you haven't hit that like button, please do so. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. We're all just having a good time talking about RCs and ham radio and all kinds of stuff. Jason Brown says, not a whole lot. Me and the old just came in from fishing. Trying to say old lady? Me and the old. I bet she loves that. I like it when you say old lady, but not when you just say old. I won't tell her you said it, though. Let's see, I'll leave that sit there. Let's see. All right, get this out of the way. Here's the beast. Man, I can't zoom out any further. Oh shit, sorry guys. It's disco mode again. I don't know why this thing zooms in and out the way that it does. It's weird. Sorry for all the shakiness. I'm trying to get us set up where we can see better. Alright, so I got my tripod up as high as it'll go. Alright. Now I just keep kicking everything. Alright. So I'm not going to go through and do a thorough cleaning on this. We're just going to... It's pretty nasty from all the extra oil. As you guys seen the other night, I don't think this thing really likes that 14% oil, but I want to keep it well lubricated. Looks like it's, it's probably 75% broken in, I'd say. Don't want to get too crazy with it just yet. Yeah, this thing needs a good bath. You guys see that okay? Yeah, for the most part. This wheel just looks like it went through a freaking oil slick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give it the old Dawn bath. Alright, but for now, it's good enough. Be kind of tricky getting these things to sit in there properly. Sorry if my big head's in the way. I'm trying I get all my screws laid out. Let's see, 2 and 2. There's the rest of my shit. I'm missing another. Let's see. Oh, sitting right there, staring at me. All right. So this is just my method of doing this. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. So like most people take out the engine mount screws where the engine connects to the engine mount. I don't have a ball-shaped driver to go in at an angle to do that, nor do I like using them. They always seem to strip out. So I always tend to take out the whole mount because these are easier to get to. And of course, got to reset the mesh every time, but after so many times of doing it, you just kind of get, get good at it. Kind of becomes second nature. Let's see. And regardless of how you set your mesh, always want to hear that tiny little tick. Kind of like that. And yes, I will take these screws back out and Loctite them. Trying to make it to where it doesn't, you don't hear it smacking the gears so much. If it's a little loose, you're going to hear it kind of smack the gears. But, where'd my screwdriver go? I just had it. There it is. You know, it's better to have it just a hair tight than a hair loose. Because if you're loose, you're just going to chew them up. If you're tight, I mean, you could melt them, but that sounds good and smooth to me. And it's just got a tiny tick in it. Let's see, what are you guys saying up here? Nice, got up to 21 likes, appreciate it, guys. Let's see, sorry guys, gotta run, leaving Orlando. Hey, you have a safe trip, brother. Holler at me when you get back up there and we'll exchange information. Oh, there you go, right there. We'll exchange info, brother. Yes, sir. Drive safe. Let's see, not a whole lot. What's up, Crazy Dad? I guess that was from a little bit ago. He's probably already off of here. Sorry, guy. Let's see. I'm a little bit crazy too. Crazy Dad, I have generalized anxiety disorder. Always therapy time and enjoying a nice positive life for a change. Yeah, thanks, brother. I hate drama. I try to keep everything positive, so there's no reason for any drama, in my opinion. So I'm glad everybody's enjoying and not having any issues. I think it's a great community. I got nothing to complain about. Ted, you got some nice stuff to do. Hey, thanks, brother. I appreciate that, Ted. Yeah, I got to the point in my hobby to where I started out with the cheap stuff and I like the good stuff. I always buy used though. I can't afford stuff brand new, but I'll buy it used and then try to replace the things that look ragged out and try to make it close to new. But I'm glad you think so, and trying to get it all on the channel at some point. Maybe one day I'll do a video of the collection itself for you guys. Yes, he does. He has two of the line really clean buggies. Thanks, sir. Ross, he says, thanks, man. Or thanks, cool, man. Yeah, I love all the Savage videos you got. I used to do a bunch of Savage videos, and I mean, I seems like you got a bunch of friends out there, and you guys are running pretty hard. Usually it's just me, and I'm sure it got boring. Oh, top of the line. Thanks, Crazy Dad. Appreciate it. Ted Spurgeon says, "Me too, addiction." See, did you look at your clutch? Can have a lot to do with your tune, believe it or not. Yeah, it was spinning pretty freely. Bearings still seem to be good in it. Has a little bit of play. Is that what you're talking about? Making sure that it wasn't all tight. I didn't notice anything. Dixon, did you get her running good? She was flaming out a lot last time. I have not run it since. I just took it apart here and was looking at the internals, and like I said, I was sealing up the exhaust gaskets on it. I'm thinking that might have been part of the problem. Hopefully, we'll get her though. What's up, Nitro Heads? What is up, Rooster? Bunch of Nitro Addicts hanging out here. Those tires look awesome on there. Yeah, they're the Proline Road Rage. They're great on the road. I used to run a lot of do a lot of videos with these on my Savage. If you venture back 4, 5, 6, 7 years ago, you see my Savage just spinning around in the parking lots and stuff. These tires are great. It gives it a lot of good slide and then good grip. Yeah, I've done a lot with these tires. I really like them. But I use two, part of the fun for me. Yeah, Rooster, I love buying used and rebuilding. I love it. The only thing I hate is how they discontinue models and you can't find this shit for them. These are starting to get pretty old. A lot of the parts, like I'm still finding them, but it seems like they're getting less and less. So if I find a part that I'm needing, like I went and I got 3 packs of the differential gaskets for it because they're gonna start getting scarce. So I wanted to make sure I was loaded up on that. I've got some extra A-arms, the tray stuff, the radio tray stuff. I have like 3 or 4 sets of engine mounts. I try to stock up on a few things with them just because they're going to start getting to the point where they're hard to find parts for us. The only thing I hate about buying older used stuff is they start running out of parts. Of course, if you go with something like Traxxas, which I'm not a Traxxas person, they're great for people who like them. I'm not going to knock on them. But, man, you cannot beat this high dollar racer stuff. Regardless of the brand, regardless of the model, they are built to withstand, just track run. And tracks are hard. I mean, it's almost like running on the concrete, in my opinion. Like, them tracks get hard packed. And when you nosedive these and they start cartwheeling, I mean, these things are built tough. I love racer models no matter what it is or what brand. Just love it. Jason Brawley talking about the way it engages like the springs. Yeah, I just messed with this not too long ago. So this is a it's spun up in there kind of tight. This is the Reds that I bought recently. Those shoes are still pretty new. The springs, I think I'm running two medium and 2 soft springs on it, something like that. I can't remember exactly for sure, but they should still be good. Okay, I see addiction. Hell, it's been so long since. Oh yeah, yeah. So just so you guys know, tomorrow night, if the weather's good, I'm gonna try and get out and do another live, probably about the same time, about 5 o'clock Central Time. Sorry for you guys around the world that gets kind of late. If I could do it earlier, I would. You can always, watch the rerun, as we'll call it. But yeah, I'm gonna try and get out tomorrow. I'm hoping the gaskets help with, because it's like it was running good, and then it would, as I would turn around to come back, it would start to kind of rev up. I'm thinking I might have had a little bit of an air leak with some old gaskets, so I think these are gonna help. And I got my carb gap set pretty close to that 0.5 millimeter. I think that'll help too. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. I'm gonna work more of the tune, try and balance out the high and low needles, but we'll get it. Let's see, Crazy Nitro Dead, good man, how are you? Let's see, so I usually try to find a parts vehicle. Yeah, but then my problem is I'll find a parts vehicle and then I want to rebuild it too, so I have to keep buying parts for it. The addiction's horrible. I mean, it's fun, but I'm horrible about it. Probably could even say like an addictive personality. I'll get into something and I can't let go until I have it where I want it. And I mean, I'll just keep going and finding the parts for it and building it until it's ready to run, and just go from there. I've tried buying a parts vehicle and I have to build it. I can't just leave it. Bugs the shit out of me. So I'll probably still be asleep. Yeah, sorry, Nitro RC. I love it when you guys join whenever you can. Usually these are 2 to 3 hour long lives, so you'll get to catch a little bit of it, and hope that makes you happy. It's hard to get out any earlier, and any later than that, I run out of daylight. But so I'm gonna try and get this going good, and then I'm also gonna run the green buggy with the Reds R5R on it. Just do a live screaming around with that thing. I shouldn't have to really tune it much, except it is getting a little warmer. May have to richen it up just a hair. But running this the other day, it looks like I have trouble tuning. But then I run those other engines and I get the tune in there pretty good. So I don't know. It is what it is. But like I said the other day, even when I originally had this, during the break-in, it was good. Like I had no problems keeping this thing running. Started to tune it. It was okay for a couple of tanks, and then ended up getting an air leak. And I've never been able to get a good solid tune on this truck. And it pisses me off because this engine, man, all I want to do is just let her scream, run the snot out of it. But if it ain't tuned right, it keeps dying. It's no fun. Then you try to put it in a live, and then it looks like you don't know how to tune. Which, no matter what you think you know in life, no matter how long you've been doing something, always run into a problem with something, so that seems like a good mesh. Not too tight, not too loose. Sorry if arm's in the way. I think what I might try and do for doing a live here in my apartment is maybe sliding this table over so I can set the camera up on the other side and use my right arm, and you guys can still see. Because unfortunately, I'm right-handed. Okay, those are crimped down tight. A little bit of tick. Good smooth movement in the gears. Oh, sorry guys, shit. There's that. Alright, so like I was saying earlier, these ones that come out the front end of the pipe like that makes it kind of a pain. Have to come in through the suspension, but I also found out if you don't Loctite these screws, they come out as well. One thing I found out with Loctite though is once you put Loctite on threads, and it sets in there and it gets all gummy like it does and locked into place, and then you go to to do it again, it's already kind of gummy and sits in there like it's supposed to. So that's cool. You don't always have to completely load it up with Loctite once you've already done it. I I mean, it helps, but make sure that's got a good seal. All right. Oh, one more screw to put in. One thing I do like about Techno is they use screws to hold everything in place, like your air filter, your battery, like your battery and receiver covers. You don't just have clips or snaps. It actually screws in. As long as you don't over tighten it and strip it out, shouldn't have any problems with it. So there's that. All right, everything's back in place. Still got a little bit up here. But yeah, I'm hoping we have a good run with it tomorrow. I'm tired of fighting the tune. I'm hoping those exhaust gaskets fixed, whatever that issue was. And one thing I've been noticing in here, the clunker, the filter in there, you know, it's on a tube about yay long, so instead of laying flat in the tank, sometimes there's a little lip in there that gets hung up like that. So I'll have that much fuel sitting in the bottom and it runs out of fuel because the clunker's not down in it. But, you know, it's not that big a deal. Alright, so that one's ready to go. Now we'll take a look at the other buggy. So what is it Crazy Dad Nitro calls that? The Green Gremlin? Something like that? Let's see what you guys are saying. Alright, have a good night, Ted. Great live addiction. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. I feel bad. I have a underdog product fighting me. Yes, I do mechanic work for a living. Not one. Nitro is the same. Yeah, Nitro is its own beast. Is that a Hyper 7? No, that is it's the little brother to the Truggy. This is an NB 48 point. This one's a 48.4, so this is a Techno. And then this one is the 48.3. I like that body on that buggy. Thank you. I wish I could take credit for it, but I bought this in an eBay deal, and it came with this body. And in case you guys haven't seen this other one, so this is the body that was advertised. I can't take credit for either one of these bodies. I did not do these bodies, but whoever did it did a pretty good job on this. I'm not a huge Joker fan, but I think this turned out really well. And this is a Biddy Design Force. Both are sweet. Thanks, Rooster. Appreciate that. Yes, sir. Don't we all? Nitro and electric. Let's see what you say. I got gremlins in my head sometimes. Yep. But yeah, I do have a couple of clear bodies that I'm still trying to come up with a paint scheme. I haven't figured out exactly what I'm gonna do with them yet. I'm working on it. Just got to figure out what colors I want to do, and then how much effort I want to put into it. But like this one, I really like the way they did this. I wish I could. Wish I knew exactly how they did it. So it's almost like they took a brush and then kind of did like some streaks on it. But yeah, I really enjoy the way this thing turned out. Again, I wish I could say I did it, but I did not. Yes, JBB. I'll show you the one that I did do. I showed you guys, some of you guys, this in my live. So this here's a J Concepts finisher, and this is for the Truggy. This is for the MB 48 point or NT 48.3. But yeah, I did every bit of this. It was clear when I got it. Of course, I'm not talented enough to do these lines. I put a stencil on there. You can kind of see where the stencil was, and then I pulled that off and painted it last. But yeah, that's probably the best paint job that I ever did. But yeah, I really do like this, and I didn't even see this body in the eBay ad when I bought this. Looks great. Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. But yeah, when I saw this, I was like, wow, that's actually kind of nice. And the more I looked at it, especially with the way they did the streaks in these lines, looks real good. Thanks, Jason. I appreciate it, brother. It's like, I don't know if they did this with a paintbrush and then just kind of took the tips and strung it out. I'm thinking about maybe trying something, but I hate to mess up a shell. I may try it in a small spot, and if it doesn't work, then just making that area black. But like, I do want to try that. I mean, I don't want to mimic this exactly. I want to come up with my own shit, but I really like the way that they did this. You know, it's not just straight lines and stencil. Like, they did something. I do have an air compressor now. I was like, I need to get a paint gun or a airbrush tool, and then I'll be able to do stuff like this. So I don't know. I've been trying to come up with some ideas. I just haven't come up with a thing good yet. Let's see. Chris says, haven't had Crackit paint to show yet. Did a nice job on my bobber last year. That looks nice. Oh, that looks nice, pal. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That looks sickening, bro. Appreciate it, Nitro RC. Yeah, that big Truggy body, that's the best one I ever did. I did a Rustler, just solid black. Ooh, I have another one here. Hold on a sec. So this here's one of the original NT 48.3 bodies that came with this Truggy. I did do this. Somebody nicknamed it Oreo, or like cookies and cream or Oreo or something like that. But yeah, this is one of my first non-solid color bodies. That's okay. At first I thought it was pretty neat, and then the more I look at it, it's like, it just looks like black and white. So I don't really run it too much, but I need to get it back on there. It's just with that purple engine head that's on that Truggy now. I don't know, it just doesn't really look right. I need to get a different engine for it. So other than that, oh, I did do I got like an old Chevy, like a what is it, the C100, C10100, or what do they call those old Chevy bodies? I don't remember, but you can look back at my videos about 5, 6, 7 years ago, maybe 8 years ago. It's green and white, almost the same as this, but it's two-tone, so it's like a white top and a green body, and then they have chrome that I did, like all the chrome trim, and even up front for the grill. It turned out pretty nice. I've run it a few times, and I don't really like running it because I don't want to mess it up. But it fits on my Savage. So yeah, these tires, goofy as hell looking, but they're great for just sliding around. That last video I did with it looked like I was drifting. Yeah, that was because of these super slick tires. And I was running the Dragon 4 on it. I didn't even have this R5R. But that thing is a screamer. I love running that engine. Is there any questions anybody has? Anything anybody else wants to see? Appreciate all the likes, guys. We're up to 24 likes. Hell yeah. It's freaking awesome. Let's see. Looks like they use liquid mask. Are you talking about for these black lines on here? Is that what that was about, Jason? And I've done some of that liquid masking. If you got a steady hand and a good scalpel and can go through and carve that shit out, people do some really nice work with that. I don't have that steady of a hand or that much talent. I'm not an artist, but I do like putting stencil on and using that and painting around it, peel it off and then using that as my, basically as my cutouts or however you want to put it. But all right, trying to think what else. It's pretty much all that I wanted to do tonight was just kind of go through that engine and see how it was looking on the inside and try and figure out a way to fix that leak. So I'm pretty sure it has an air leak. Let's see what this body looks like. Oh, we don't have a cutout for the antenna. I don't want to take that apart. Damn it. Let's see here. Yeah, still got a few adjustments to make, but there we go. Let me get in a better position. All right, what do you think of that? I'm just like you guys. I'd love to see this thing screaming down the road, but I know I'd mess it up, and to me, that's gonna be more of a shelf queen body. I was thinking about trying to find some good, similar purple paint and green. I don't really want to do the same exact type of scheme, but I do like purple and green. I think they go well together. But anyways, well, starting to get late. That's pretty much everything that I wanted to go over. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, go ahead and let me know. Otherwise, I think we're gonna end this live and catch me tomorrow night. As long as it's not storming, about the same time, I'm gonna be out running the other buggy and the Truggy here pretty quick. I'm gonna get a couple of servos. That's really all I need to finish this off. Of course, I do need another receiver, but I can swap the other two around, make it work. Everything else on it's ready to go. I don't really like that gear mesh though. That gear mesh is a little too tight or loose or something. I think it's loose. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much everything I had to do for tonight. If you guys don't have any other questions or anything that you want to see, let's see. Too nice to run, if you ask me. Yeah, definitely. I think whoever did it did a great job on it. Like I said, and some of you guys that are new, stay blessed, folks. Enjoy your evening. Yes, sir, Chris. You too. I picked it up in an eBay deal. That's what caught my eye. This body was in the picture, so jumped on it. But yep. All right. So. See, thanks for the live, man. Hey, not a problem, Jason. Thanks for joining in. Appreciate all the views. Appreciate all the likes. Appreciate all the support everybody gives me on all my videos. It's an awesome community. Like I said, catch me tomorrow night. Love you guys. Have a good night.